Welcome back, my YouTube boys and girls. That is a terrible, terrible Crypt Keeper impersonation for your viewing pleasure, but welcome back. And today we're going to be taking a look at the recently released Tales from the Crypt, the complete series. That's right, the entire series, every single episode. It is 7 seasons total. And I wasn't going to do a video on this, but a couple of friends close to me kind of insisted that I do it, so here goes for your viewing pleasure. They've been releasing quite a few old television shows on DVD, and they've been really cheap. It's entire collections of like Knight Rider and the Beavis and Butthead one I got, and just tons of stuff. So I saw this Tales from the Crypt one, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get that. The Tales from the Crypt, the Batman the Animated Series, and Beavis and Butthead are my 3 favorite television shows growing up as I was a teenager and stuff, and I used to watch the hell out of all of them. And this used to be a big deal when it was on HBO. Every Friday night I used to just stay up late and watch it, and I loved it. And this is the outer box here. Very cool. You got the Crypt Keeper, so you can still see him on the spine there. Or if you want to have it up on your shelf like this to see the individual seasons. Really love the colors that they chose to do for each clamshell case. It looks fantastic. And here's the back. Yeah, if you've never watched a single episode of Tales from the Crypt, you're not living, man. You're not living. So we're going to dive right into each season here. I'm going to show you the discs and the art on the clamshells. And I'll tell you probably what my favorite episode is of that particular season. So we're going to start with Season 1. The Crypt Keeper there with his book. And Season 1 was very short. I think it's only about like 7 episodes or something. But it's some of the best episodes of the entire series. My personal favorite episode of all time for Tales from the Crypt is Dig That Cat, He's Real Gone, directed by Richard Donner. I absolutely love that episode. I mean, the first 3 HBO aired as like a movie for the season premiere, and those 3 are just top-notch. And All Through the House, The Man Who Was Death, and Dig That Cat, He's Real Gone. Terrific episodes. But yeah, I just absolutely love Dig That Cat, He's Real Gone. It is just hilarious, and it's great. Season 1 is 2 disc. You get the little insert there with some special features, just like how the series became on HBO and the creators behind it, and they go over like the whole EC Comics and all that jazz. Very cool. And then we move on to Season 2. Season 2 was a few more episodes. I want to say it's around 12 or so. But yeah, Season 2 is some really great episodes also. Season 2 was bumped up to 3 discs. So yeah, it's definitely a few more episodes. Yeah, it looks like 12 here. I really like Dead Right. I really like The Switch. I really love Cutting Cards. They're really great episodes, but I think that my personal favorite episode is, once again from Richard Donner, The Ventriloquist's Dummy, starring Don Rickles and Bobcat Goldthwait. It is really great. Morty is just fantastic. It is a showstopper. You will love it. And then we move on to Season 3 of Tales from the Crypt. Like I said, I really not only love the colors that they chose to do on each one, but just all the really great, interesting, unique pictures of the Crypt Keeper and the Crypt, different outfits and stuff. It's fantastic. It's humorous. It's great. This is probably when the series was kind of at its peak. This is when it started to peak. And then it kind of started to die off around like 4 or 5. And it just dragged on, and they just kept making them and making them. But they weren't getting as much of the A-list actors and the A-list directors to be involved with them like they did at the beginning. So, what my favorite episode of Season 3 is, it seems like a cop-out, but I gotta go with Yellow. directed by Robert Zemeckis with Kirk Douglas and Eric Douglas, and it's just fantastic. And it's the only episode that is an hour long. It's not 30 minutes, it's an hour long. So, yeah, Season 3, Tales from the Crypt. And then we move on to Season 4 of Tales from the Crypt. Yep, and this is when it's just starting to begin its decline. And actually, the episodes, they tend not to stick with you as well as in the previous seasons. And it's a little bit harder for me to remember the episodes from the later seasons. I would probably say that my favorite episode of this season is the Joe Pesci one, Split Personality, with the two twins, when he marries the two twins and he pretends to be another twin. It's pretty great, and Joe Pesci always does a great job. And from what I understand, I think that all of these are 3-disc except for the Season 1, because it had so few episodes. And then we're going to move on to Season 5, Tales from the Crypt. Terrific cover, as just like the rest. Really, really great. Each one of these, also too, the special features are the most in like Season 1 and 2. And then as they keep going, the special features kind of get slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. And then they just do like these virtual comics where they show you the actual EC comic and then they narrate it and everything. Gosh, I don't really know what my favorite episode is of this season. Like I said, the episodes start to fade a little bit and I start to forget as they get on further and further. Gosh. It's not ringing the bell here. So I'm not sure what my favorite episode is on this season. I'll have to give it another viewing. I'm probably going to not know what my favorite episodes are of the next couple seasons, but... And this is the next to last season, Season 6. Terrific cover. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, and I really love how they just go out of their way to have the creepy font all over the package, the creepy colors everywhere. It's just awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure what my favorite episode is of this season. The episodes tended to get a bit sillier and sillier as they went on too. It was more about humor than it was scares. But I guess that just has to do with, the Crypt Keeper himself. Alright. And, of course, we have the last season, which is Season 7. Yes, your eyes did not deceive you. That is Daniel Craig and Ewan McGregor right there. Season 7, I barely remember. Like I said, I don't remember half these episodes. I'll have to revisit them. But yeah, it looks like all the seasons are around 12 episodes. Definitely have to revisit a lot of these later ones. But yeah, I saw this set and I absolutely had to have it. And it's a little secret. I won't go into details on YouTube, but I got this set for free. Yes, that's right. Absolutely free. I'll go ahead and just tell you. The place that I work, every Christmas, we get store credit, which is like cash that we can use to buy anything in the store. And, I got like $100 in store credit for Christmas, and this was priced at like $80. So then I got 30% off of it on top of that for my employee discount. And then because I used the store credit, I got it tax-free on top of it. So this ended up costing me around like just under $50. And technically it was free because it was not money out of my pocket. It was store credit. If you go and buy this in stores, it's probably going to cost you an easy $100. Because it's a lot of discs. It's a lot of seasons. But it's well worth it. If you're a big horror buff fan and all that, it's well worth it. So I would recommend snatching it up if you can. Give you the overview here of every season. If you have any favorites that you want to let me know about, to go ahead and comment below what your favorite Tales from the Crypt episode is. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. This has been my review of the Tales from the Crypt, the complete series on DVD. Pick it up if you can. It's a great deal. Thank you for watching.